Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and a warm welcome to our spring release webinar. We're absolutely thrilled to have you here today and share the latest ClickShare developments with you. Our product team will dive into the details and respond to any questions you might have. Feel free to drop them at the bottom of your Zoom window in the Q&A box during the webinar, and our team will reply at the end. So let's move on with the agenda today. What do we have in store for you? We have enhancements for the ClickShare bar, better audio, and better settings for you. We have conference view enhancements for more seamless meetings. We have some exciting developments for ClickShare in Microsoft Shared Spaces, an exciting alliance partnership with Neat, and some very impressive sustainability achievements. And with that being said, let's dive straight in. I'll hand over to Elizabeth, our product manager for the end user experience. Elizabeth, stage is yours.
Thank you, Katarina, and welcome everyone to our spring release webinar. I will talk a bit about new things regarding end user experience. And if we think hybrid meetings, one thing that is really important, the most important thing, is audio in those meetings. You should be able to hear each other. So that's why we've done a lot of tests over the past couple of months to improve the audio that our ClickShare Bar Core and Pro will offer. So what does this mean exactly? On one side, we have improved the audio for the voice. So if you are talking, you will now be heard even more clearly, and it will be way easier for you as a remote participant to understand the conversations in the meeting room. If there are multiple conversations going on, these will flow naturally. So there we will have a more seamless simultaneous speech without interruption or audio dropouts. And last but not least, we know there's a lot of bees buzzing around you. We have also advanced the echo and noise reduction, meaning that if you are in an environment with background noise, fan noise, we will be able to cancel this out and make your meeting more focused on you and your voice. Then talking about Conference View, for those of you that don't know what Conference View is a ClickShare desktop app feature that will allow you, when you are having a hybrid meeting with Teams or Zoom, to present your meeting on your meeting room display in a nice layout with your remote participants and both your content as well visible on the display. But we have made some improvements to the mechanism of Conference View. Basically, if you get the Conference View prompt in the ClickShare application, the moment your meeting has started, if you decide to click Not Now or you click next to it accidentally, you will be able to re-enter in Conference View from the basic landing thumbnail page in the ClickShare application. So no worries if you decided to not do Conference View and you want to do it afterwards still. You are still able to re-enter the functionality. And in addition to that, we're adding more flexibility to Conference View. So before it wasn't possible to exit Conference View until your meeting has ended. Now we have added a stop button in the Conference View window, allowing you to return to the thumbnail page if you want to, for example, share something else where you don't need the meeting on your display, offering you more flexibility to share whatever you want. And of course, again, with that same flexibility of afterwards returning to Conference View and show your meeting participants and your content after sharing something else. And then last but not least is an easy way to take over the host role from someone who is already sharing using Conference View. So, for example, you are in a meeting with a couple of people, and at some moment, the person who is currently sharing the meeting to the display needs to leave early. Doesn't necessarily mean you already want to end your meeting. Then another participant can join that meeting and easily take over the host role from the current host, making it more flexible and more easy to switch the host in those meetings. And then last but not least, on the end user experience, I hope everyone is already tired of seeing the slides, but we are super proud to announce that we have finally entirely phased out the old ClickShare desktop app interface. So from now on, for the end users, there is no longer the option to toggle back to the old interface, and on the IT admin side, upon deployment, there is no longer a parameter available for the old UI option. This will start from app version 4.44 and the latest button app version that comes with the firmware. And of course, this will bring an improved user experience and will allow for everyone to enjoy the new exciting features that are yet to come to ClickShare. Thank you. This was it from the end user perspective. I would like to hand it over to Peter.
Thank you, Elizabeth, and welcome everyone. I'm going to tell you what's new for the IT admins of ClickShare. First up, on the ClickShare bar. If your remote users are reporting that they see camera flickering, so flickering on the video feed of the camera, this can be due to an incorrect setting of the power line frequency on the ClickShare bar. We already mentioned this in the previous webinar that you can control this setting on the web configurator page of your ClickShare bar. But now with the spring release, you are also able to centrally manage this in XMS Cloud. Having that right setting for your ClickShare bars enables a smooth and high quality video stream experience. Let me show you how you can set this in XMS Cloud. When you log into XMS Cloud and go to your ClickShare bar, you have a menu option there called Conference Bar that will bring you to the specific settings of the ClickShare bar. Below in the video options, you will then find the anti-flicker setting, where you can then in a drop-down list select the right frequency that matches the power line frequency of your region. Then next up, also on camera, but then on any camera that's connected to a ClickShare unit, you can now get camera events in XMS Cloud, reporting you on any malfunction that you're having with your cameras, whether the camera, for example, cannot be loaded onto the ClickShare, or the camera stream cannot be received, or there is an other malfunction detected. There will be an event that will be triggered, so you will be notified in XMS Cloud. You can see these events now in the events configuration page, where you also can do the configuration on the severity and the auto aging setting. And with that, I hand it over to Gauthier.
Thank you very much, Peter. Welcome everybody also from our side. Now, this is not the first time that we're talking about the partnership, the collaboration that we are doing with Microsoft. And to understand a little bit where you and our customers or partners are looking at this, we do have a small poll for you with a couple of questions. Please do take a little bit of your time now to read through the questions and answer them. I'm going to give you a minute or so to read this in your own time. Good. And as you're going through the questions, allow me to continue a little bit. For those who potentially already have answers that they don't know the Shared Spaces Initiative. The Shared Spaces Initiative is a Microsoft Teams initiative, where basically they're looking at what they call the shared spaces. These are bookable desks, these are BYOD rooms, these are spaces where multiple people come together and work from their own laptop with one or more people. Especially the Teams BYOD spaces is something which is quite interesting, and we're working with Microsoft to enable a couple of the capabilities that you would in the past only find within Microsoft Teams Rooms environment, such as additional insights on the call quality, etc., but also capabilities which they are bringing to the market with respect to Copilot and Teams Premium. Now, this collaboration between ClickShare and Microsoft is yielding advantages in the entire ecosystem and the entire chain. For business owners, you do have a relationship that means that these two vendors, these two environments will work well together. For IT administrators, you have additional insights, additional capabilities that are available for you. And then especially for the end user, there are a couple of really nice advancements and enhancements for the user experience. And why are we especially talking about end users or the in-room experience? Is because the Microsoft Teams team has worked very hard to improve the Teams client, but mainly for personal use. Capabilities such as background blur, customization of which peripherals you use, and voice isolation quite recently are all capabilities that work very well and add a lot of value if you're sitting alone before the Teams client. Once you do a Teams BYOD call, once you are in a meeting room, there are more than one person in that meeting room. So voice isolation, background blur, these are all capabilities that hinder the room experience in this BYOD experience. This is why we've worked with the Microsoft Teams team, and they have implemented, I would call it a switch, a toggle between these two experiences. And this toggle is located in the pre-join screen. When you're sitting alone behind your Teams client and you're joining a call, quite usually you will join with computer audio. Once you're in a room, ideally you use the room audio. With an MTR, you will find the MTR listed here. But if you have a ClickShare button plugged in, it will also automatically detect that you are in a room, and it will switch to room audio, selecting the ClickShare speakerphone as default audio device. So the room audio will be selected automatically, and as such, the peripherals, especially the audio, will be selected automatically, and nothing can go wrong in terms of setup. So we'll optimize the room audio. It will disable by default the voice isolation, and if you have a Teams Premium or a Copilot license, you will be able to use certain capabilities such as speaker attribution or speaker recognition. What happens when you plug in a ClickShare button? It will basically identify the button. With that identification, it will assign or start collecting information linked to that button, which is basically the meeting room, and will be able to present that information in the Teams Pro Management portal. As we said before, one of the very nice advantages is that you can start using certain advanced capabilities in these meeting rooms. One of them, very importantly, is speaker recognition and attribution. Obviously, you do need the voice enrollment to be enabled, but once that you host the meeting room from a BYOD room, once you have switched to room audio and you're using a ClickShare, the Teams cloud will be able to identify the different speakers and attribute what they have said to the right person, which of course is very important if you want to have good transcripts, good meeting notes, and good action points. So very excited about this advancement. Obviously only available if the user itself has a Copilot or a Teams Premium license. Now, what have we enhanced or enabled or improved with this 2.23 release is basically the way that these rooms are being exposed towards the Pro Management portal. It's very important for these rooms to be identified, that these rooms can be identified through a unique identifier, which is found in the USB device. In the past, we had one identifier for all the buttons. So basically in the Teams Pro Management portal, you would only see one device. With the 2.22, we have introduced an option to enable this, to have an opt-in so that each room can be identified uniquely. And with the 2.23 release, this is now the default option. So all rooms will automatically be identified uniquely in the Pro Management portal. The cool thing about this is that all the buttons in that meeting room will basically generate the same identifier. And no matter how many buttons are linked or paired with that room, only one room instance will be found in the Pro Management portal. If this is the first time you're hearing this or looking into this, these are actually the steps required for you to add the meeting rooms into the Pro Management portal, with the note that the user enhancements and the capabilities that we've talked about do not require you to enroll them in the Pro Management Portal. You need to do this if you want to see the insights and have the additional information in that portal. So what do? You make sure the USB identification of the buttons is unique per meeting room. Prior to 2.22 or 2.23, this was a manual action. With the 2.23 release, this isn't by default, so you don't need to do that step anymore. Best to repair the buttons manually. If you do not, these buttons will be paired or repaired by the time somebody uses them. So this goes over the air. But if you want to do everything in one go, it's best to repair the buttons. And then you can actually go to XMS Cloud, where you can export an Excel file in the clients menu. And this is then an Excel file that you can upload into the Pro Management Portal. With the advanced capability that we have given friendly names to the meeting room identifiers, so it's quite easy then in the Pro Management Portal to actually link these ClickShare devices to the right resource account in the Pro Management Portal. If you want to know more, there's a very good knowledge base article that is available on the Barco website. The link will be provided, obviously, with the presentation as well. This then concludes the part on the Microsoft cooperation. I'm going to give the word to Frauke, who's going to talk to you about the alliances updates and the sustainability news that we want to share with you today.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Gauthier. Indeed, a few weeks ago, we proudly announced the partnership agreement with Neat. Neat is an innovative designer of elegant video devices. And just like ClickShare, they're always looking for ways to enable more equitable and engaging video meetings. So we at ClickShare feel that this partnership is actually a natural fit, since both ClickShare and Neat are committed to delivering ease of use and simplicity in the meeting room. Now, from a product point of view, the Neat Bar 2 and the Neat Bar Pro are now ClickShare certified for the ClickShare Present and the ClickShare Conference range. So that means that the combined solution ensures a seamless and end-to-end collaboration. What's more, with the CX50 2nd Gen, ClickShare brings native interoperability and ultimate flexibility in the room system setup. Because as you know, we have the automatic switching capability of the ClickShare device. So users can start a call from their laptop while using the Neat high quality camera and audio in the room. So we're very proud to have Neat in our ClickShare ecosystem, and we really believe that this partnership reflects our key values of simple, flexible, and high-quality video meeting experiences. Now, the second topic that I would like to cover is around sustainability. And you know that sustainability is very important for ClickShare. Today happens to be the Green Earth Action Day. So we thought it's the perfect opportunity to highlight a bit what we've been doing from ClickShare. So in 2024, we have offset more than 3,000 tons of CO2, and nobody knows what that means. So that's why we've made it a bit more tangible. So this is actually the amount, this amount of carbon is offset by approximately 53,000 planted trees. And we have three carbon neutral devices in our portfolio, the ClickShare CX50 2nd Gen and the ClickShare Bar Pro and Core. And we'll dive a bit deeper into what makes those carbon neutral. So as a little reminder, the CX50 2nd Gen was one of the first carbon neutral wireless conferencing solutions in the market. And we got the label that ensures that Barco has significantly reduced the carbon emission throughout the product life cycle. So what we did is we, in every part of that product life cycle, we reduced the carbon emission by using PCR plastic, plastic made from recycled plastics that can be further recycled. We use cardboard packaging. The amount of energy that is used is drastically reduced as well. And we also have our trade-in program for customers that want to replace all the devices with more energy efficient ones. So again, throughout the entire product life cycle, we've reduced the carbon emissions, and what is left was offset by a project in China. Yes, there it is. So it's an afforestation project where barren land is turned into a thriving forest in the South China province. And we actually also did the same for the ClickShare bar. So here again, we've been using PCR plastics, we've been using recycled materials for the packaging, again, reduced the energy consumption, so make it more energy efficient. And what we offset with the bar is then in another Chinese afforestation project, where again, we turn barren land into a forest to enhance biodiversity, improve soil and water conservation, and also generate income for local communities, thus also supporting the local people that live there. So with that positive note, I'm handing the word back to Catalina.
Yep. Thank you all very much for joining us today. We truly appreciate you taking the time to join us. We'll keep the line open for a few more minutes. So please, if you have any questions, please keep submitting them. Our product experts are here to answer any questions you might have. We will send the recording and the presentation a bit later this week. And otherwise, stay tuned for the next webinar on June 26th, our summer release webinar. And then have a fantastic rest of the day. Thank you all very much.